the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Ebusiafo enche bia ana chese ebabetu dwa se Chief Justice Torkunoo John Dramani Mahama eni ni NDC amanyoko no aye one ana chese ebusiafo omo suspending Chief Justice Torkunoo na emra asemi beto ho se John Dramani Mahama epese oji Chief Justice Torkunoo efri ne dibre no kura nim ni lawyers ekukudam achese ediachire no ana chese ne right after suspension omodo omano disem ababetu bia ana omochire John Dramani Mahama say Ghana enye ne busuafie sebi Ghana enye ono akasa ne family house anase ne NDC amanyoko no nko na watimi esore anapa wie numre bia obon kitimu awase mayiwe yedi ma suspend we no kre lawyer William Kusi private legal practitioner ena chese ono so ede nanu disem abetu bia ana wo chire say John Dramani Mahama aden into onim se oji Chief Justice Torkunoo everywhere on my Ghana yebehwere enema bi pa ana na abusafo lawyer William Kusi private legal practitioner ana chese ono so ede nanu disem ababetu bia ana wo chire John Dramani Mahama say ekwan a wo faso ede Chief Justice Torkunoo ede free ho wama ehon ada ho ama my Ghana obia ehu say wo nkrofo bi a chese omo ye target na nunti ana before so betinya tackle sa nkrofo no this would kind AG Chief Justice Eddie Free Hansa and I'm pam John Dramani Mahama enipa em na no mo opposition no ma wata so mo ba me in deep first Jane Mensa EC chair and na powerful no cre before so betim de ne saka EC no just say ohu say Chief Justice odin kan awie no ansa enunti ana chese John Dramani Mahama edin kan tackle Chief Justice nanso lawyer William Kusi private legal practitioner nyema biedi am ye say yes omo as lawyers ana just omo di sa case we ne echi no omo am ye say John Dramani Mahama on fa no totroto sa da no kre yenti ensema opanyini de egu apono so ene anope
that's na in fact me from my professional point of view I'm so surprised at what is happening because yes petition is the first time I hear petition Chief Justice are very democratic dispensation, but usually and making any rules beyond. And I thought that this one hint and about reasons for the petition officer as so frivolous. Said to not call for any investigations at all. But John Mama has a record. So won't be 37 in the Okado. He also came to power and decided to say NDC Nibia you're trying to answer more court. He went about discharging all of them. And it's not different, that conduct is not different from what he has done today. Total disrespect to our judiciary. He has refused to understand say there were three arms of government which are independent. Now I in fact with all this discussion it's the law that I blame. Because constitutional provisions on the removal of the Chief Justice are quite down, it really is politics. And that's what we are seeing today in this country. Otherwise, how could the president just accept any petition? This petition, look, I'm saying a political because John Mahama Nankasa had occasion to comment about the removal of the Chief Justice. I know too, the party functionaries. And we knew that it was politics, but we thought that, well, having won power there, he has now become a statesman. So very careful in dealing with those things. But your mama, as we know, has refused to. I've been telling people, say, when you look at it from the legal point of view, the procedure he has adopted is right. Because it's provided by the Constitution. And you know, yes, we are born here in country. We have a question to come. Na yeni wasem ya mo bi antibi. Na ya punish you. Anasi yenyao. Law offenses secret. Wako court ama ya bo bi ko adura ya country ni pa court order. And that fundamentally is wrong with the law. And then you say we are journalists. Who the charge na? I can probably there will be discussions. But therefore, Ghanaians to understand say the woman deserves punishment. Now the law says that Mobanja Kukwam na muni asem no na mudi asem no wi a na mudi associate amade ba no da betuja. process, doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong. When the law provides for it, you go ahead and do it. And that's what we have voted for. We have to wait to see what will happen. The Matisse, former chief has been Council of State for him. And they are what you protect the own. Because it's not about Torkunoo. It's about the judiciary. Whether or not we can allow the executive to interfere with the judiciary. And that's what is playing. And today we are told that the executive can just interfere anyhow once they get anybody to bring a petition. If I don't the petition, and the mere president commit my petition is there, will be not near the court. You compensate you, no you. And the media, the message say, let us go back and look at the law. The woman may be a victim, but let us go and back and look at the law and ensure that there has been an amendment to the law said that there cannot be such interference with the judiciary.
Lawyer, but apart from amendment of the law, what other things and I was say as of mine so that you bet me prevent some of this because I have questions position be a work not about political and co-terminus with the current government. The Japan society there will be grounds for anything. Meaning, just among us as a president, over free chief justice why about the Electoral Commission. So,
Chief Justice, the agent for the Electoral Commissioner. What I say, it is urgent for them. They can't wait because they don't have time. They have to deal with the Electoral Commissioner. And the Chief Justice who determine the prima facie case. And looking at this kind of Chief Justice, they doubt that if they say any frivolous accusations, she would establish a prima facie. Let's remove her and get the Electoral Commissioner. And this is a political promise that they made. It is a promise they made to their party foot soldiers and followers. Electoral Commission. And yes, they are American. Now, look at the appointment of the Chief Justice and the way we go about it in this country. The president would have to appoint his favorite at the Supreme Court as his Chief Justice or the one that he feels is the most qualified. But me assure so be the Supreme Court to be qualified. And the other say the senior most at the bench will become the next Chief Justice. So that then we cannot turn politics to the Supreme Court because we have a power official way sympathetic to him, appointing Chief Justice. Okay, Atukuba example here. Atukuba we are told was national and MPP guy. I do see the Chief Justice when they see from my own court and NDC was starting my comments. So today you cannot hide the fact that some of the Supreme Court judges were not happy when Torkunoo was appointed because they thought they were the senior most and that they were entitled to the position. Secondly, looking at the broader picture, Argentina Mumianti board. Now law never established board, no enter people who become members of the board and their succession plan. So that this board will look at the appointment of Chief Justice, IGP, and other parts of institutions, so that we will also make them independent, so that a president cannot charge them when they come. So that we can have professional police, IGP, who will do their work according to the details of their profession, rather than going ahead to allow the president to appoint anybody. Look, when him say Matisse the bill because Parliament say this is the government nominating, they don't need the approval from the assemblyman. From the assembly.
Yeah. Hello. Oh. Line. line not dropping. It was expected in Suto and from a friend in the crew. When we're trying to get in touch with him, but the Bachamons are William Kusimame na me say meet me no every year. Lord Gavalano Etokoi.
I stand to be corrected. Mati said that the bill called Parliament is the president. I nominated DC MMC now. MMCs now. They don't need the approval of the assembly. And this has come at a time when we are claiming that the powers of the president is too much. And then against the consensus of the whole nation, the president go ahead, the executive goes ahead with this bill to give the president the sole power to appoint MMCs and DCs. I think that, look, we should be revisiting some of these things that the president is doing. Because the essence of democracy, decentralization, and all those things, they are not being experienced because even though we were the masters of decentralization, we are not practicing it. And I believe that we should revisit all these things. These things can end when the powers of the president is reduced. That he doesn't have the power to appoint everybody in office. One person, you are no nurses Juma, nurses legitimately a sitting president among appointments. Now about him to say the Ghana had a papa Diana Wabana or it is very wrong. And it's something that will not help our democracy. And I believe that we should begin to speak about this irresponsible conduct of an elected officer of state. It should not be permitted.
What do you foresee in the next 3 years, 8 months? The rule of law, justice delivery, human rights. You're ready to for fear without search warrant near their day. You're to go for car near children. You could have got 1 woman the amount. Now, what do you foresee? 3 years, some 8 months, I can't away enemy.
I am sure that, sir. Civil society, any other organizations and rising fight here. One here would you be if you are in opposition. You can look at the impunity of the sort of invitations there. National security, they are saying the national security. They do things without recourse to the law, and they go scot-free. And maybe if it's a civil society and sorry I'm fighting. What John Mahama and his government is doing now, democracy for 15 years under John Mahama. Because you see, he has appointed people who don't care. They just do it. And now, if the judiciary, which is the only what they are in higher trust was already and NDC predominant. Professionals who have been trained, and so they'll be able to abide by the rule of law and govern this nation. So they change the Chief Justice because they think that they will get a benefit from data. That is a justice and human right to become a big issue. And maybe if there's a solution, let us rise against this. Let us demonstrate. Let us make noise. Let us get the international community to intervene because it is not right. Obi Atu Abawi, no be sports council. Public servant is a civil servant. They are for the human. No be abase. But it's only free opinion of some veterans. Now camera, a captain uncle for nobody has invited them. So, like I said earlier, we are in this new Bonia in Kawasim. The society beyond already classical history and civilization. Society beyond no ISR as survival. Our democracy is not absolute. It is not iron cast. Somebody can interrupt our democracy. So we are here now. The entire 79.
Lawyer William Kusi, I don't know. Right, afe yamrai. I saw Excellency Aso and Dr. Foucault Abetrase 22 minutes after 7 1 to me 1013 1 to me TV on Facebook and YouTube. Yama Bonko. And I want to do this appeal. Mabuna Mwokroman Muntium Yanope, especially the NPP youth. Na Monshani Babiso. Se yɛde hisam abufuo ɔtan ketenkete ne wenya bi anya saa in some 3-4 months to election me kai pa seram betra na meka se to me ana yɛde di agro no, and if we don't take care and power slips through our hands na ekodi NDC for wa dumu de beye e wo krum hanom no it does appear say the ewuni crowd there what I know that they will be doing and what I feel within me that is yet to come the ewuni no e munketenkete, but unfortunately for our party it does appear say as a your party mabu no omunhui into still no individual interest any the upcoming internal elections, whether region, national or presidential and parliamentary elections, no, and nipa bin some more can the more share on social media, WhatsApp platforms, no. I said the NDC for A and you know how serious and dangerous it is for us. And to some of you, maybe you can be even NDC, but the fact still remains, some of you, your destinies, modache, muyedie, mpuntu, masumdwie, is when the NPP is in power, because the record shows. Say NPP wa abamu a enema wo mu eye, enseseye wo mu de ba, anamotu o mutu no, emenipa ho hare no, ebi a ho che beba kakra, but say that che asem ye ka we die no e was ahye ne na montuo mu more, because we don't have a roadmap to what is going to happen to the agenda 111. People living with disability that about me years ago more school public university is free no, and then because academic facility user fees John Mahama in NDC for share your first year sibono, and then I ask them for. And so what is the assurance say the Dr. Baumiaka say obeyeno omumpombe timajuni mpono mayeno. The business community, the kind of conducive environment am de beye munyuma we de be dwa amamo wa haremo enye sikari ahwe mo honya busuafo no, and then exchange rate na kodru say mo mu yusu nkania de ya adwuma nkania abo from next month eko ebe koso by 14%. Ensubo ebe koso. Is this what you voted for? I strongly believe say enye we na mo hwe. But some of you ye kan ya mo so mo nkotoba abufuo me fe we wanfa na we ye na netemantem hanom na say MPP ba power no odalan cruise mu otukwan okoba enunti no wakuma tuaso dendende ye ka hwe ya wuntie ena enne dia ba be hwe ni. But are we ready to live with this in the next 4 years? And even if you are ready, can you sustain it? Can you survive it? What is yet to come? Nyema ebesisi no. So be akasifu ekwampo and attitude. Not the vulnerable like some of us. And I say the MPP youth binomu have not come to terms with what is happening and how it dangerous they say yankare one mom ankoje 2 minutes biewa. It is not that we are going to get power to satisfy ourselves, but we will share the mampani ko 4 year ni fie wotwe a Ghana for the man and atames ba ye kakra odi ye ne John Mahama beto aso any then another buy and fear what you do also be here. A more how near mania COVID-19 and then Russia COVID-19 the better because the Mahama has come to accept that near a course no and this is also say baby be man so my Ghana so no e be by so and now he has admitted on number mum before admitted say enye na na do ye bibi them COVID and the Russia Ukraine war no and the amane no how be Ghana and the rock was not that one clear among the MPP ba by mu a omuntumi nya bibia 100%. They are not excellent but they are better than the good that they inherited. But I will pay if you truly belong to the red, white and blue party, let us see it our personal interest to satisfy that of the larger interest of the NPP. And yes sir, the meaning the meeting the meaning se besi sibi na mo bi ye shabre na mo di agro no because o man o mo ba no go school as well as o man enjoy free senior high school tomorrow or not you don't know but the young people there you have all the assurance say every person and then mabunsu about jobs agenda 111 had it been MPP and you complete here when nurse for the doctor for the do and come from Okrumano and they about bedroom pempens so obi a when you adwuma da now say na bra bom na experience the working experience say no a dying prefect or no to be so na pada ako doctor here work school